At their newest attempt at an Assassin's Creed game, Ubisoft have informed me that I am a little bitty baby. And I'm incapable of doing even the smallest task. No challenge in the combat or the stealth. No critical thinking skills really needed in any of the missions whatsoever. But I don't think this is normal Ubisoft behavior. Ubisoft might not make the best games the industry has ever seen, but they're not terrible. They try to make games with some passion, and dare I say, innovation. They took Tom Clancy's tactical shooty boy thing and turned it into an open world shoot all the bad guy bosses. It was good, it was fun, good time. Far Cry did some amazing things with villains. The opening to Far Cry 5 and Bass's whole insanity thing kind of really impacted how villains are done in games. The Division, it might be a terrible game, but the setting was incredibly unique, very intriguing and imaginative. For Honor, Knights versus Vikings versus Samurais. For the uninitiated. For the initiated, it's Europe versus Japan. But still got my little 12-year-old brain on fire. South Park, Splinter Cell, Call of Juarez, Beyond Good and Evil, and of course Assassin's Creed. With the first one, they tried to do more than making the bad guy. They tried to make it all philosophical, with the assassins and the Templars being on different sides of the same philosophy. One's gonna do it via freedom, one's gonna do it via control. Animus was an inspired storytelling tool, the ability to go back and relive the memories of the ancestors. Fantastic, but it also fixes a couple of stupid video game problems, like why can't you go over there? Oh, because you're living a memory. He didn't go over there. Why can't I kill civilians? Because he didn't do that. Why are the missions structured and they have to be this way? Because he killed the guy, right? It's history. It happened. You have to do it this way, dummy. It was great. It's great. But Assassin's Creed Mirage has none of that going on. No passion, no innovation, no nothing. It's just terrible. Let me explain. Let me sit down. Sit down. Okay, first of all, we got the missions, okay? They say it's return to root. And if you remember, Assassin's Creed 1, everybody, you'd walk around, pickpocket this guy, listen to that guy, get information about the guy, and then go kill him. Now, that sucked. That was terrible. We didn't like that. It was boring and repetitive. So Mirage, the idea obviously would be to innovate the system a little bit. We've even got investigations and clues. But this is all a Mirage. Whee. It's missions. It's just dressed up missions. You don't really need to do any critical thinking. For example, I was in this mission, walking around the marketplace, talking to people, investigating and eavesdropping. And I started learning clues about my target, that she's, well, first of all, she's a she. Learned that. She learned that she's a she. And then I learned that she was from Eastern descent. And I was like, ooh, and I started sitting forward because I thought I was going to walk into the auction that was going on and then I'd have to pick out who she was based on the clues that I'd found. Kind of like the Dishonored mission. You have to go into this mansion and it's a masquerade party and then you need to look for Lady Boyle, who is one of these three women, all wearing the same costume. So you have to look for clues in the level to find out which one to stab. Or the non-lethal option, give her to her stalker. Yeah, non-lethal. But anyway, I get to the auction and then the guy goes, there's the treasure up there. And the game points at them basically and it's just like, that's them up there. And then you're like, oh, okay, right, okay, I'll just go stab them then I guess. So they call it investigation, they call it looking for clues, but what I'm really doing is just walking around. Even the last game, Valhalla, had a whole mission where you actually needed to use your brain and critical think. Like this girl is being portrayed by one of her three men and we know it's one of these three and you have to talk to them and figure out what's going on, look for clues, and then the game doesn't give you the answer, you just have to solve it. Perfect. Easy fucking busy. If you're gonna upgrade Assassin's Creed 1's repetitive shit and make it better, I think involving us in more of the critical thinking process is the way to go, not just go, do you feel like an assassin? Because you're investigating and cluing? I'm like, no, it's a quest. I just went somewhere, you gave me the clue, I didn't do anything for it. Hey. But the missions themselves are okay. None to really write home about. I like this one, where I was in a market, guards everywhere, and I was trying to lure the guy out so I could go stab him. But that brings me to a certain point that things don't make any bloody sense in this game. There's guards everywhere, okay? Look at this, look. Everywhere there is guards. Jump and stab him. This bit is great. Wow! Okay, alright! Bassam lands here looking very, very cool. This is where things don't make any sense. He just kind of teleports and kills them. Now, I thought it was going to be a representation of how good of an assassin he is. Bassam's also confused. He doesn't even know what happened. Look, he doesn't even know. So how the fuck am I supposed to know if he doesn't know? What happened? Was it magic? And they're like, oh, we returned to roots. There's magic in the game, but okay, stop that. The other lady pops in and then they walk away. Ubisoft, I didn't forget about all of the guards and all of the people I just saw. Like, look how empty it is. This place was full of people and full of the guards. And now it's completely empty. I'm not a dummy. Like, I remember them all. They're all there. Just have them run away. Just do something better than this. is poo. And I've heard some people on the internet saying that it's supposed to be bad, so it incentivizes you to do stealth. I don't think games should have bad systems to incentivize you to do something else. I don't think you should make anything in your game bad. If you want people to do stealth, incentivize them to do stealth. And this is not the way to do it. Feels like I'm hitting bar. This is how you win. This is how you win combat, right? Simple, simple, simple. Parry, parry, kill. Or smoke bomb, stab, 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 stab. It's not satisfying. There's no feedback. Arkham Knight. Spider-Man. These games feel great to whack people. This game does not feel good to whack people.
God, just me strength.
They also did something that pissed me off. They made heavy attack hold R1 instead of R2, which has been for the last like 3 games they made. It's so silly. They removed all the cool stuff from Valhalla, right? They removed abilities, all the weapons where you could mix and match and what hands you were wearing, and they just left you with a sword and a dagger. It's just not very fun. They removed all the stuff. So it's really bad, and I just found the whole thing lazy. They removed all the fun stuff and called it a day. Double silly thing is they have a system in this game to incentivize stealth, and it's the only thing I like.
Stop! Hey you! Yes you! Down with you!
The notoriety system. This is great. I like this thing a lot. Starts off low and no one knows who you are. The higher up you make this bar go, the more people know who you are. Committing crimes gets you notoriety. So if you go the route of murder 15 people in a compound, the guards are obviously gonna go, oh hey, that's that guy. That's that guy. This is perfect for incentivizing stealth because you have to either rip down these posters like Assassin's Creed 2 or pay off this guy that speaks, and then you're free to stab again. Stealth in this game is bad. A lot of people say it's good. It's bad. Number 1.A, AI. Your stealth game is very much predicated on how good your AI is. If your AI sucks, you've not really got a good stealth game. The AI in Mirage suck. They don't do any of the cool AI stuff that other games far older have done. The Arkham series, right? Guards in this game, they're like, oh my god, the bat is around. Right, pair off. AI respond to you doing stuff. Also, they will spot you. They don't do that in Mirage. They don't like spotting you. Right, this little game, Intravenous. Wonderful game. You stand at this door, you shoot someone, then his mate comes to check the body, you shoot him. The classic. The third guy will not come and check that fucking dead body because he's like, people keep dying over there. So he goes and finds a place to hide and is like, get out of here. Get out of there. Game is fantastic, by the way. Play it. In Mirage, you can do that tactic all day. Kill the whole compound with it. But the main problem is at hour 2 of the game, the stealth will look the same as hour 12. The only difference is you are crazy strong with one-hit knives, insta 5-kill teleporting move, and smoke bombs that can stab the shit out of everybody. Let's take Arkham again. At the beginning of Arkham, you're fighting goons with guns. By the end of the game, people who can block your detective vision, so you have to find the guy and break his little backpack. People who can track you in your detective vision, so you have to find him and knock him out. People who throw mines on the gargoyles or put mines on the floors. People who are invisible. Medics who heal people. Big fucking boys, you can't stealth. You have to knock them out. If you go in these vents and kill people from the vents, they will blow up the vent. So it goes so you can't stay in the vents. Also, it will blow up the bit that you came out of, so you can't come out of there anymore. They're taking away your tools, goddammit. Mirage has a guy who shoots at your eagle so you can't see. And that's it. That's all they have. They don't have any more. Boring is a very subjective word to describe a game. But I haven't got another one. There's no challenge throughout the game. In Battle, you get stronger, but then they start throwing more at you. Mirage, you get stronger, and they don't start throwing anything at you, and the AI is stupid. So you end up with just a bad stealth game. But that would be probably okay if the story was worth sticking around for. But guess what? The story is not worth sticking around for. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. No, it's not. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Lazarus 2 is probably worse.
Foolish, so I will come with and nag you until you decide.
Story, quickly. Bassam. Bassam is what we call a nothing sandwich. Character-wise, he's got nothing going on. He is immediately a good guy.
Do you think yourself some hero of tomorrow? The next Gilgamesh?
No, I am merely the son of a public servant who dedicated his life to the betterment of his people, only to be slighted and forgotten.
This exposition is weird. It would make sense that he wants to be a hero if his dad had spent his life basically trying to be a hero. Not a problem with that motivation. It's this second bit of the line that's weird. So I don't understand how this wouldn't make your motivation anger. Either anger for his dad being forgotten by the people or slated by the higher ups, or anger at his own dad for wasting his whole life, or he'd want nothing to do with the situation because he watched his dad at a young age, I assume based on Bassam's age, waste his life as a public servant and get nothing out of it. I don't understand why this kid would grow up to be altruistic and think the people just need power to fix the problem. If you want this as a motivation and you want to keep this kind of backstory, I need more information. Like, logically, he shouldn't come to this conclusion, so there's something missing. But obviously, it's because this is the assassin's outlook on things, so it's perfectly easy for him to just join them instead of making it a little bit more complicated, and he doesn't agree with them, and then they're the ones that turn him into an altruistic assassin from like an angry kid or an apathetic kid. Also, this exposition is horrible, but why did he say that to her? Are they not friends? Does she not know who his dad is? His story, his backstory? I assume they've been friends for a while, or haven't they? I don't know. All I can gather is this is bad. So I'm going to speak to the intro. Him and his friends, they meet each other and they're like, oh, look at that. We're going to pickpocket some people. Then they pickpocket some people. They end up back at his bit with his mates and stuff. And he's got, look, tons of kids. Look cute. They're probably not going to die. You've got his father figure who's probably also not going to die. And then the assassins are. Bassam's like, no, senpai, I can do so much more. And she's like, fuck off, you weeb. And then he's like, right, well, guess I'm going to go get what they want. They want this chest. And if he steals that chest, they'll notice him. Long story short, gets in there, finds the thing they're looking for, and then he gets caught by this guy. And then leaves with a knife. But then she kills him. Fucking shit. Holy crap. And then the son's like, oh no, my daddy. And then they're like, run, and they run away. This intro, I quite liked it. There's pickpocketing people, entrance, they're like, follow this girl or find your own way in, right? So tutorial or not tutorial. I like this option. Anyway, back to the exciting part. You're running home, you find your way home, and then you're like, oh my god, what have I done? Then you realize, oh no, they're looking for me, which means they might find the people I like. So then you make your way to the people you like, and then they're all dead. They're all hung up, killed, right? All the children have been killed. Horrible, horrible, horrible. The friend beats them, and then Bassam explodes his friend.
Avert your eyes. There is nothing we could have done.
Nothing! If the Khalifa were alive, this would not have happened!
Watch where you point your blamey little finger, Bassam. It was your idea to steal from the palace. Also that you can impress your cunning friends. I saved us.
You killed them! You did this!
It came from over there!
I hope I never see you again.
Hurry!
Great, that's fantastic. Strong conflict we got here, right? Stories of conflict that we want. What are they possibly going to do with that? Because also, remember, Bassam was reaching for the knife. He is partially responsible for this. He was going to stab him as well. Bassam had kind of killed all these kids, in a way, just like his friend. So how's he going to deal with this? Hopefully we're going to see him dealing with it. Is it fucking with his dreams? Is it fucking with his decision making? Does it traumatize him? Is he scared of children now? Like, I don't know. How is it going to mess with him as a character? And it doesn't. It never really comes up again. Now, I didn't finish the game. I made it about 7 hours in. But if it does come up later, I don't care. That's far too late to introduce this topic. He is being haunted by some ghost lady thing. Beast, I'm fucking the Jinjai. Fucking them. That happened before the kid's death. So the kid's death just doesn't really fuck with him. Which is the laziest decision you could have made as a writer. As a writer, you have so much you can do with personal drama, personal conflict, and how he handles the fact that he killed all of his friends and family. And they chose nothing. But remember, his friend's still alive, so they could still save it. They could still save this game. What's she like, right? Is she depressed? Is she mad? Is she guilt-ridden? There's lots of stuff so much you could do. Does she forgive him immediately? No, of course not. And she forgives him immediately, and they move on. Once again, I say this is the laziest thing you could have chose to do. Bad Ubisoft. When he makes decisions, I don't know why he's making them, right? A quick example be this kid. The kid's up there, and obviously Bassam's a good guy. So he goes up, talks to the kid, and tries to help him down somehow. Why does he do that? Because he's a good guy. Now we'll take Bayek, this assassin from the 258 games ago. He was a dad who lost his son. We saw a couple of scenes of him being a dad, and he clearly loved being a wee daddy.
So close.
The Heineken. A real one? Yes.
Go ahead. Hey. Let's go on a real hunt. Huh?
All right.
Come.
So, when he meets kids in the game through the progression of the story, when he's really nice and sweet to the children, we know why. It's not because he's a good guy, it's because he's a dad.
Vanquished by a gang of ruffians, huh? Silent as gifts.
Uncle Bayek. Uncle Bayek. Hello, Uncle.
Pick me up, Uncle Bayek!
See now, there's no need to attack a man from behind. We're not numbering him 4-1. Huh?
You told us to secure every advantage possible over a Tander's foe.
Yes. And I am very dangerous! Hide well, for the wanderer stalks your path!
So we understand why he's doing it. It informs his character. When Bassam does it, it's not informing anything. He's just a good guy. So all in all, I found this game very lazily done. There's no extra enemy types for combat or for stealth. They don't do anything fun with the AI to make them harder. Do anything fun with the... anything fun. Character-wise, lazily written, didn't do anything. Story-wise, they took the easiest route every time. Combat, they literally stripped all the fun away. Ubisoft are better than this. Like, they don't make the best games, but the games have some cards, some characters, some interesting mission design, and some interesting shit. They're not terrible. I liked Baghdad and I liked the Norway system, and that's it. Thank you for watching my video.